Hello and welcome back to my Pokemon Fire Red Normal Pure type. In the last episode, we made our way down from Fuchsia City across the Seafoam Islands. We battled and took out Articuno before arriving here on Cinnabar Island. And we are ready to head inside the Pokemon Mansion, find the key in order to get us access to Blaine, and then we'll battle Blaine, hopefully, in this episode. And then we'll probably have enough time to actually continue onwards a bit and maybe see what else. See some of the new stuff that's only here in Fire Red and Leaf Green. So, if I remember correctly, the thing about this area is that we're going to get a bunch of wild encounters. Just going to check this area. This area is full of poison types, so going to have to deal with that. Level 36 is a bit more sort of on par with what I've got, actually, which is quite nice to see. So, we obviously can't cross across the rocks. This is towards the exit. Ah, yes. So most of these enemies in this area use fire types, I believe. They're like burglars and that sort of idea. So we'll just lead with Kangaskhan. Oh no, Youngster, okay. Cub's got an Ekans here, we'll just dig. We are still mightily over-leveled, as it were. And eradicated token. -2, obviously is unfortunate, but there we go. Down goes the Eradicate, nice and simple. Okay, so we hit the switch. That's quite a nice touch. The eyes turn red whenever you hit the actual switches. So does that actually affect... it shouldn't affect down here. Now it opens up here, so we can get a protein. I believe protein increases attack, so Kangaskhan is awesome for that. Okay, let's go up and talk to this guy. So yeah, so Burglar Arnie. So yeah, we see quite a few of these sort of burglar types and stuff like that. Shouldn't be anything too difficult to deal with. So what's that? Your switches here open and close alternating sets of doors. It's like I can't be bothered to deal with like coughing and stuff like that. They're very annoying Pokemon. We'll find a Zinc, and we've got the diary. July 10th, we christened the newly discovered Pokemon Mew. So what is Zinc? Zinc defense? Special defense. So obviously we've got the that door's locked, but that's okay. So it allows us to explore these areas down here. July 5th, Guyana, South America. A new Pokemon was discovered deep in the jungle. We'll find another calcium. Okay, so now I'm pretty sure what we have to do is we have to... I do like the little touches in this area where they sort of give you, like, you know, this background knowledge to, background information to Mew and stuff like that. Mewtwo. It ties nicely in with sort of what happens in the anime and stuff like that, so... Obviously, also gives a strong indication that Blaine was somewhat involved, which is rather cool. So we find iron, so essentially it seems like this area is just full of lots and lots of these sort of vitamins and stuff like that. So Magnemite, we can obviously dig. Magneton, we can also dig. And a Voltorb we can dig, so... Yeah, so if you want to get that final item, you have to go down here, down this path, we find an HP up, so yes. certainly all the vitamins. I can't remember which way we actually jump here. It is not that way, it's the other way. And now we've got to go through all this again. Although, can we actually... Yes, you are here. Another burglar. So, Burglar Simon has a 9 tails, which we will rock slide. That is a nice big chunk of damage. I wonder where my partner went, he asks. So, we named the newborn Mew2. So we get Max Potion. It's one of the better items in the game. We arrive up here, we hit this switch, and then we fall down here, and then we have you. Who are you? There shouldn't be anyone here, says Scientist Ted, who has an electrode. And somehow we outspeed. Although I guess we are a significant number of levels above. We'll just go Chansey here on the Wheezing. Obviously can self-destruct, which would be annoying, but... Wow, 2 seismic tosses takes out the Wheezing, lovely. A key, I don't know what you're talking about. So obviously the key that we are looking for, I'm just going to check. Is it here? No. Carbos, that's speed. Yes, the key that we're looking for is down here. There's an awful lot of stuff for us to do. So you, where am I now? So Burglar Lewis sends out a Growlithe. These fire types are really no match for us, and they're all sort of giving a decent indication of actually what might happen to Blaine when we battle him. As it said there, Mewtwo is too powerful, we cannot curb its vicious tendencies. So yeah, unfortunately we have no more repels, so we're just going to have to deal with the remaining stuff. So, another scientist. I wonder how all these scientists got in, really just randomly exploring the... I didn't mean to dig that, that's a bad idea, yeah. You know, just exploring these rather mysterious building. So we'll take out the Tauros, we can grab this item, which is Blizzard, awesome. So, we want to strength you. And now we want to head across. We'll probably, I believe we find Solar Beam here as well, is another thing that you find. I believe this is Solar Beam. Not that we'll use Solar Beam, obviously it's not particularly useful. There's the secret key. This is Solar Beam, yeah. So that's everything sorted for us. I'm pretty sure we can just start heading towards the exit. And then we'll obviously have to battle Blaine. We're just running away from these guys because we know that the coughing and the wheezing are particularly bulky, so they most likely won't take a lot from our attacks. I'm pretty sure we actually have to hit this switch in order to actually be able to continue. There's a Ditto there, which is rather interesting. We could actually call it Ditto. But I'm pretty sure Ditto... it's obviously a normal type run, you know, Ditto is obviously a possible Pokemon you can use, and actually quite a decent Pokemon you can use. The issue with Ditto is that until Gen 4, I think it was, where it got the secret ability Imposter. Like, Imposter is really good, because obviously that means it transforms into the opposing Pokemon immediately. Whereas without Imposter, you actually have to hit the move Transform, which is not particularly useful. So, anyway, so Tauros, Chansey, Clefable, Porygon, Kangaskhan, Wigglytuff. We just completed that little area there, and now we are pretty much ready to tackle Blaine. We obviously don't need Blizzard for Blaine. What we will get is we will get Fire Blast. So, sorry, I just needed to make sure that everything was sorted there with regards to which TMs I'm going to teach the Pokemon and stuff like that. So anyway, so now what we need to do is we need to head into here. Champion making the High-Headed Blade is a fire Pokemon Pro. Douse his spirits with water. Should also bring some burn heals. So obviously, the way this, so we just actually should make sure. Where's our Blizzard? Carbos raises speed. HP is 4. Iron is defense. Calcium is special. So yeah, so if we go to our TM case, we did just get the lovely move Blizzard, and Blizzard is going to go on to our Clefable in the place of a Mega Kick. Okay, so now that puts us in a pretty decent position, really. Okay, so the nice thing about Blaine's Gym is essentially you can avoid all of the trainers if you do the quizzes right. So Caterpie evolves and Metapod is obviously true, but you can also battle the trainers even if you get the questions right, which is the important thing, because obviously you do want to battle the trainers. There's no point in not battling the trainers. So we'll just continue to surf our way through. Obviously surf isn't super strong coming from a Tauros, but we can't really do anything about that, so we'll just continue to work it on. What's that? I get this uncontrollable urge to steal other people's Pokemon, and you're part of a gym. Wonderful. So, Vulpix. Nice thing about this area is that we should also get, like I said, you know, we'll get access to Fire Blast from Blaine, and that's going to be good. It's rather interesting. You'll see that a lot of these trainers tend to use just exactly the same Pokemon, because obviously in Gen 1 there weren't that many fire Pokemon to actually choose from. So you see lots of variations on Vulpix, and Vulpix, Growlithe, Arcanine, and you know, Vulpix, Growlithe, Arcanine, and Ninetales. You see a lot of those, I think. If I remember correctly. Of course it doesn't evolve 3 times. Well, technically you could argue it does. Because it evolves twice, but in one way, one way split, but you know. Shan't argue. What was that? I wish there were a thief Pokemon, I'd use that. There probably is a Pokemon which is sort of known as a thief Pokemon. Anyway, Rapidash. Okay, so our leader, Blaine, became lost in the mountains, but good night fell when a fiery bird Pokemon appeared. Its light allowed Blaine to find himself to safety. So, Pokemon of the night. Yes, that is true. So another burglar. We'll just Seismic Toss against the Vulpix, and against the Growler. We're getting obviously very close to Tombstony. I'm pretty sure it doesn't contain Tombstony. Fire is weak against H2O. Indeed it is, but there's no point in us using water supply. Well, we could use water techniques, but I'm quite happy just to get away with not. Chansey grows to level 45 and wants to evolve, but can't because we don't have the national dex. That is something I should be doing. I believe I need to catch 60 different types of Pokemon in order to get access to the national dex. So, after obviously defeating the Elite Four. So one of the things I probably should be considering doing is actually just, like, catching a few, like, any wild Pokemon that we run into. Because we have not met a lot of Pokemon, because of, you know, just how we've been playing. At least these guys should actually be. We're just going to quickly do this. We obviously won't use the Master Ball. Just want like a coughing or a grimer, would be nice. There we go. So yeah, so we might, after defeating the Elite Four, we might actually need to like do a little bit of that sort of stuff. Anyway, so rather than getting bogged down with that, we will head over here. We will go over to Blaine, and we will take on his challenge. Into like every single room that wasn't, every single building that wasn't Blaine. Anyway, so Blaine. Fire types. What shall we lead off with? What shall we lead off with? I'm guessing I didn't actually, okay, we do have PP, that's good. I'm gonna lead Porygon. So anyway. Blaine! You better burn heal, he says, as he sends out his Growlithe. So, we're going to start off just by Psychicking, as we get burned by Fire Blast, which is kind of annoying, but misses the Fire Blast, which is really good. I'm just going to send in the Ponyta, then going to Wigglytuff. So I'm going to stay in, continue to use our rollout here, because we can. And his last Pokemon is the Arcanine, and we are going to swap out here. We're going to go into Chansey. See what Chansey can do against you. I kind of wish I had, yeah, if you're just going to take down, I wish I had, countered there. But oh well, there we go. We've burnt him down to ashes, we have earned the Volcano Badge. Ha! Your Volcano Badge heightens the special stats of your Pokemon. Here, you can have this too. Fire Blast is the ultimate fire technique, don't waste it on water Pokemon. Vulpix or Charmeleon would be ideal, apparently. So, whilst we are not going to teach it to a Vulpix or a Charmeleon, we are going to take a Fire Blast, and we're going to teach it to our Wigglytuff, I think. So there we go. Now I'm pretty sure, because this is Pokemon Fire Red, not just Pokemon Red, we're now going to get a special, unique event that you don't get otherwise. Huh? Hey, Mark. Look, it's me, Bill. Long time no see. I hope you're still using my PC system. Well, listen, since we met up here, how about spending time with me? There's this little island in the far south called One Island. A friend invited me, so I'm on my way out there. How about it? Did you feel like coming with me? Alright then, let's go. Looks like my pal's boat arrived too. He sent it specially here to Cinnabar to pick me up. So we're going to take the boat, and that's going to take us over to One Island. Here we are. This is One Island. There are several islands around here, and this is one of them. My friend Celio sent the boat to fetch me here. He's in charge of the island's PC network by his lonesome. Why am I telling you this now? Let's just go see Celio. I wonder if his name is meant to be like a reference to Pokemon Celio. Alright. Hey there, Celio. Bill, I can't believe you came out here. Well, absolutely. How's your research coming along? Oh, wait a sec. Mark, this is my buddy Celio. He's one dedicated PC maniac. Celio, this is Mark, a rising contender for Pokemon Champ. That's really impressive. I hate to say it, but I have zero aptitude for battling. Anyways, I'm glad to meet you. So bring me up to speed. How's your machine running? It's running fine, but we're too remote out here. The PCs on this island just can't link with your PC, Bill. Oh yeah? Let me take a look-see. Hang on here, I think we can make it work. Let me help you, okay? Mark, can I get you to wait for me just a bit? Actually, can I get you to do me a favour? The island next to this one's called Two Island. There's a guy there that runs a game corner. He has these things for rare rocks and gems. We keep in touch being fellow maniacs. So, can I get you to deliver this meteorite to him? Mark, if you're going to 2 islands, please take this. It's a parcel of the ferry service to the local islands. It will let you travel between the islands 1, 2, and 3. And you should also have this. Okay, so we can talk to all these people. We're obviously talking about how it would benefit them to actually have, like, you know, the PC services up and running, be able to contact other people. Isn't the war might? We're lucky to have an outstanding man like a tizzy over Celio's friend. Something about a famous Pokemaniac. Okay, so 1 island. Friends gather at Knot Island. Young people all want to go off to big cities, but I want to stay here forever. So obviously, yeah, so this is part of the Sevi Islands quest, which is essentially one of the new parts that were added to Fire Red in order to, you know, differentiate it just from normal Red. So this isn't just a remake, they also have this section, which is completely new and completely different. That's my daily routine, and let me think, when was the last time Mount Ember erupted? So, Mount Ember is here on 1 island. If I show you the map, I'm assuming the map will actually... Yes, this is 1 island, which has multiple parts. We've obviously got Treasure Beach to the south, we've got Kindle Road up to the north, followed all the way up to Mount Ember. We've obviously got 2 island, we've got 3 island down here, which is where we'll be heading, I believe, at the end of this little quest section, because we sort of have a series of quests to do around this area. Can we just head south? We can just head south. I'm trying to remember if it's worth heading south. The interesting thing about these islands is that they have, essentially, they're a place where you can catch lots of Pokemon that you normally wouldn't be able to catch. Especially in post-game, you get to catch lots of like Gen 2 Pokemon and stuff like that, that obviously in a normal Fire Red game you wouldn't actually be able to catch. We're just going to see what sort of Pokemon are here. So you see Wild Persian. We will try, obviously, to try and catch as many of these as possible. Like I'm saying, we do actually need to catch lots of Pokemon in order to be able to get access to the National Dex. I'm pretty sure we do actually have to catch them as well, not just not just encounter them. But anyway, so that was that. If we now leave Clefable. Are you a trainer? Yes, you are. Okay. So Sweet Swimmer Amara has a seal. Make that 2 seals. And a Dugong. Dugong. The sea is pleasantly warm in these parts. So we don't want to travel along Kindle Road yet. We don't want to go up to the volcano quite yet. I'm pretty sure we can't actually do everything there. So what we will do is we will just continue on with the main quest here, which is heading over to 2 Island and giving the meteorite over. Spanning the world, Pokemon Net Center. So, this is 2 Island, as you can see. Danger, fast current, fishing and swimming are prohibited. There's an old woman who lives in a cottage out on the Cape. She gives the eye to Pokemon. It's a bit unnerving. Oh, I remember that. Yes. Yes, we can't. So you can't use the PC, unfortunately, in this area until you obviously help out Bill and Celio. What we can do is we can keep. Not many people live on 2 Island. This is the old lady. There's the old lady who lives out on the Cape. She's been there since I don't know when. Have you visited the game corner already today? It's no good to go alone. You have to have a friend to take along. So the important thing, I think, the old lady on the Cape. We will probably visit her eventually. But because it's not entirely important to us, what she actually gives you, she's essentially a move tutor for either Frenzy Plant, Blast Burn, or Hydro Cannon, which are 3 base 150 power, 2 stage moves where you attack. It's like Hyper Beam, you attack once and then you sort of... Essentially they're elemental Hyper Beams, and she allows to teach to whichever of your starter Pokemon that you have, so Charizard, Blastoise, or Venusaur. Obviously, since as we're not using any of those, we won't actually be able to do that. But anyway, have you tried the jumping game? The Pokemon you can enter boing. Some go boing and some go boing. Did you know that? Boing. And the Pokemon Move Maniac. I know every single move that Pokemon learned growing up. I'm also a Mushroom Maniac. Bring me 2 tiny mushrooms, or 1 big mushroom. I'll teach a move to 1 Pokemon. Okay, so we need mushrooms. I think the only way you can get mushrooms, there are a few like hidden around, but the main way to grind for mushrooms is you actually have to fight wild Paras. So you're talking like Mount Moon, I guess. You fight wild Paras, and sometimes they're holding mushrooms. So if you've got like a thief, something like that. Anyway, now where's Lostelle gotten to today? She always brings me lunch every day, right about now. You there, you're a friend of Lostelle's. Have you seen Lostelle around? I don't know where she might be. She should have been here long ago. Lostelle's a cutie, if she's got my looks. So what if something's happened to my Lostelle? Please, help me find her. Please go search 3 Island. What is this game corner? How much sadder can this get? Those clowns. They said they'd be waiting on the island, so where are they? Hey you, is this the only 3 Island around here? Try waking up before you crawl out of bed, you punk. This is 2 Island. Move it, get your filthy motorbike out of my place. Oh, gotcha. Shh, these islands are confusing. Would you look at that? That punk scuffed up my floor. So obviously, naturally, there is your sort of illustration of what's going on. So yeah, this is where the lady is on the cape. Gloom, gloom. Oh god, it's freaking. There we go, we catch ourselves a Gloom. Wonderful. Yeah, so this is the old lady on the cape. So yeah, I perfected the ultimate move of its type. But will no one take it for future use? You, that Clefable, no, I was just mistaken. So essentially, obviously it's taking Clefable because it's the first Pokemon in my party. If I had Venusaur, Blastoise, or Charizard in there, she would then allow you to use one of those 3 moves, like I was saying. As we continue to catch these Pokemon, we might as well actually try and finish off this little thing. Okay, Great Ball and Fresh Water. Now, fellow there, he's moved here from Celadon. He started up a shop with his younger brother. You have to wonder if he knew what he was getting into. Okay. So you can see some of these islands are very, very small, and there's not really much going on with them. Some of them are far more involved. I got off of the wrong island there. Anyway. 3. So things are happening a lot more here on 3 Island. Aye. I'll call the police, she says. We're from the Kanto Rider Federation. Vroom, vava, voom, vroom. My bike's wimpy? My bike's wimpy, so I have to make the exhaust noises myself. How's it going? What am I doing here? Oh, I'm prospecting for gold. When I strike it rich, I'm buying a house in Kanto. Okay, fair enough. Good on you. So 3 Island, here we are. So these members of the Kanto Bike Federation will try and take over the island. And the tides are too fast and treacherous. Okay, so now we can actually connect across the PC, which is really good. So if we store you in box 2, and we draw out our Hottish, we can actually quickly grab that item that's back on 2 Island. 2 Island, there we go. Which was a revive. Okay, so not that important, but there we go. And now 3 islands. And now we will take care of the bikers. Are you the boss? Go Mexicanto right now. Ha! I just got it, pal. What's with the hostile attitude? It's mighty cold of you. Your gang of followers have been raising havoc on their bikes. Do you have any idea how much trouble they've caused us on the island? No, man, I don't get it at all. Look at this place. What do you do for entertainment? You ought to be thanking us for livening up this sleepy village. But hey, if you insist, you can try making us leave. Grr, you cowards, so tough in a pack. Hey, you! What are you staring at? Don't you know it's not polite? You want to make something of it, or what? So if we actually say yes, I like your guts. You'll be losing money to me, but... So, like your goon has a Porygon, we're just going to serve you. So because obviously these are bikers, they have all these poison Pokemon. This guy says that we should be on his side because we're from Kanto, but obviously not the case. What's the matter with you getting all hot like that? Totally uncool, man. We invited the boss out here, but you have to mess it up. So it looks like we're actually going to have to battle all of these guys. But honestly, there's still several levels below us, so it's not really too much of a trouble. Boss, I'm telling you something, you've got to do something about this kid. I've been watching you. I'd say you've done enough. What are you, their friend or something? I guess you'll be battling me in their place. So, the cue ball, sort of leader of the thing, this group, as he explodes on me, which is not particularly kind. But we land our psychics on the muck, down he goes. We'll be happy to see the last of this boring island, he says. So there we go, we solve all the problems of 3 islands, naturally. Because what are we if not the people who solve all the problems? Thank you, those goons were nothing but bad trouble. Oh look, your Pokemon got hurt on my account, so we get full restore. You've got seriously impressive Pokemon with you. It'd be fantastic if someone as strong as you lived here. I hope you'll stay at least a while. I beg your pardon, you're looking for Lostel. Lostel went up towards Bond Bridge a while ago. So, come on. Me, I'm not Lostel. She's probably gone to the berry forest, I think. She picks berries there for making lunch. A Doduo? I'm going to train my Doduo in the berry forest. When it evolves, I'm going to play a game on 2 Island. Those bikers are about to trash the Pokemon. I'm glad I left. Is it true? Celadon Department Store is several times bigger than this shop. Yes, it is. 3 Island is actually the most populous of the islands here. Still, it could be less sleepy, but I wouldn't want to see the goons like those bikers again. As we find another Zinc. I bought this house somewhere because I wanted to live somewhere quiet. Today, I think I'll go out fishing. Okay, and you... It's useless, I can't let the spoon bend with my mind. Maybe I don't have psychic powers. You know about a girl gym leader in Saffron City. She uses psychic type Pokemon, right? I admire her, I really do. I've heard that she's one cool customer and beautiful too. Of course, her beauty is super important. So, anyway, we'll zip through here. We find a PP up just in the corner there. And now we can start making our way over towards Bond Bridge. We've just got to go through all of these battles around here. As we see, Joy and Meg have a couple of Clefairy. Clefairy. Down they go. Wasn't that fun? I hope we can battle again. As we see Wild Pidgeotto. Lovely. Catch ourselves a Pidgeotto. As we find a max repel against that rock. Nat. Where are you off to in such a hurry? Asks Roma Lady Violet, who has a Bulbasaur. Bulbasaur. An Ivysaur, which thankfully misses Sweet Powder, and another Ivysaur. There we go. If you keep going this way, you'll eventually reach a berry forest. So, obviously just more indication that we're heading the right way. We've got a tuber here. I think that camouflage changes you into the ground type on beaches and sand. That would actually be very useful if you're against someone who's obviously like going to use a an electric type move against you. Also, you can't like judge when like very circumstantial, incredibly circumstantial. Okay, so this is Bond Bridge, I'm assuming. As we meet Aroma Lady Nikki. We'll continue to obviously swap between our Pokemon. So we've got another Tuber with a Poliwag, a Poliwhirl, and a Poliwag. So we'll defeat all of these trainers today. Obviously a swimmer there as well that we can take care of. So, swimmer Tisha, who has a Kingler. I should have. I wanted to counter. Should have. Yeah. A Pokemon bit through my swimsuit. I can't get out of the water. And that's why she wanted us to stay away, no doubt. Anyway, so this is Berry Forest. Welcome to the Berry Forest. Be friendly and share berries with others and Pokemon. So Berry Forest is a bit of a maze. You can use cut to essentially, you know, take shortcuts through a lot of the areas around here. Drowsy. Chance she grows to level 46. Wants to evolve, can't evolve. Swatch. Switch. Ooh, berry. No berry. Nope, no berry. Interesting. Normally those little symbols are mean that there's a berry there. We'll find ourselves a full heal. What else can we see around this area? Another Drowsy. Which we can catch. Lovely. Drowsy. So a wild Pokemon are the side up. Okay, so what does that say? Be wary of berry-loving Pokemon. Forgive me that we got to cut through all of these bushes just to get. Come on, let me through. Get Max Elixir. Boom, boom. So, now, what else do we see? So, we make our way up here, and this is the girl that we are looking for, I believe, Lostel. I believe there may also be a sort of like, we get whisked away from this area. So I'm just going to grab that Max Ether. Once we complete the little section that we have to do here. This will be all, this will be the last thing that we'll do, as we find a Pecha Berry just there, so. What do you have to say? Oh, please help! A scary Pokemon appeared there a little while ago. It kept scaring. It made Lostel scared. I'm too scared to move, but I want to go home. Oh no, here it comes again. Go away, it's scaring me. I want my daddy. And of course, it is a wild Hypno here, so. Take it out with a single string. Oh, that was so scary, thank you. Lostel came to pick up some berries. You can have this. We get a Yapapa berry. What's your name? Lostel's scared, so can I go with you to my daddy's house? And rather than having to escort her all the way, we get it. So you rescued Lostel? How can I thank you? Lostel, darling, forgive me. Daddy didn't know you were scared and in trouble. It's okay, Daddy. I gotta be friends with Mark. So, cool. That is that. Oh, what's that? You're saying this is for me? How did you know that I love rare rocks and gems? You sure know how to make a guy happy. Oh, I see that this is from Bill. You have to thank him for me. You know, you've been fantastic. I want you to have this. I'll get the game corner up and running. You have to come and visit with a friend. Okay, cool. So that is virtually all of that done. And now what we'll do is we will head back over to one island and talk back to Belle and see what happens. Oh, hey Mark. What kept you so long? Been out having a good time? We got it done. The pieces are up and running. The job went incredibly quick. Bill's one amazing guy. No, there was almost nothing left for me to do. Celio, I have to hand it to you. You've learned a lot. Oh, really? Well, there you have it. I'm finished with the job. We should head back to Canton. Celio, I'll be seeing you again. Mark, I'm really sorry that we sent you off alone today. I promise I will show you around these islands sometime. So, we get brought all the way back to Cinnabar and here. Hey, wasn't that a long cruise? My buddy Celio seemed to enjoy your company. I'm sure he'd welcome you if you wanted to visit him again. If you ever try past, you can always take the ferry there from Vermilion Port. Alright, thanks for your company. So that is going to be it for this episode. We've completed the entirety of the Sevi Islands intermediate little section there. I think it's just there just to help you get maybe like a couple of levels on your Pokemon. And something else, you know, just to keep you engaged with the game, show you something different. But now obviously what we can do is we can surf up. I think a nice place to end will actually be if we've already done all of these battles obviously in the previous episode. And what we can do is we can fly all the way up to here. And we can talk to... Seems nice and sort of... a nice thing to do would be to finish here and talk to... Finish right here, back in our home, back where we started. So I hope you have enjoyed this episode of my Let's Play... of my normal pure type of Pokemon Fire Red. Hope you will join me at the next episode where we'll be taking on the final gym in Viridian City, and then we will be heading over to tackle Victory Road, yeah. So I hope you will join us on the next episode.